Wait. Calling, ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown. You can't hear my haters from way up here. They don't make a sound. Body goes on these. White paint on my toes. When I see that new ray alert, gonna be mad. Jumping in the bed, then I switch to the ghost. Like who's you? Remember this face, cause I'm that. You gon' lose too. Dripping in ice. You looking at you. It's squad goals win. Are you pretty like new?
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Oh, little 360. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They go play action here on first down. Past the 20. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Sterling Shepard, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position. So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. From the gun, Winston. And Jameis is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points. I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown. Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6. Come on. Come up to 6. A lot of points. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 22. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Brashon Perriman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And Detroit getting set to go now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Ready.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They decline there.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
81.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Go. There we go. 120.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And now he'll tuck it and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down.
Black, come on. Lion. Shift.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Third and short yardage, Winston. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Frank Clark coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Set him back 5. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On first down, Wentz. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 57 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Packers. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
I know a lot of coaches like to break their season into quarters. And how about the first 4 games for this guy? 3 touchdowns scored, really making his mark in the red zone here in the first month of the season.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Switch up. Sonic. Let's go.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Winston now to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
3rd and long for Winston. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Sunday.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wentz now on first down. He's going to air one out. And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 42 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Please. Got you, boy. Hey, grade 15, grade 15. Right 22, he's coming, 22. That's it. Watch the screen, watch.
Wentz now on 1st down. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Hey, 4 down. Mike 22. Ricky.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Following the interception, Winston. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
4 down. Check. Hey, sub. Let's go. Mike 5-4.
Jameis to throw it. That's Njoku over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. First down, Winston. Flushed out right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to it?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers continue to roll.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. To the right side and complete to Njoku. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On third down, Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Fielded at the 20. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Parkey, 82, Parkey.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are pouring it on. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the route is on here in this first half. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jameis now on 1st down. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ready, blue ready. Sonic.
A first down throw for Winston. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Ready, blue ready. Hey, sub. Let's go.
On 2nd down, Winston again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Lions on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Ready? White 25. Blaze hot. Blaze hot.
Again, it's Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Ready? White 25. Hey, sub. Let's go. Hey, sub. Let's go.
Final play of the half here. Winston. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
Let's go now. Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
3 down. Ready? Blue ready.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
3 down. Let's go.
To throw, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going. It's Winston. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, 4 down. Done. Blue 80. Play it.
Throwing on 1st is Wentz. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On play action, it's Wentz. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And he's got this one down to the 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run it again with Barkley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
46 down, man, 5-4. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 81, 81.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Nice move at the 5. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
Great. Here we go. 180. Great. Please. Get up.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Great 15. It's that. Please. Here, sit. Run.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Great 15.
Now Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Ready. White 25. Let's go.
From the gun, Winston. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people...
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Winston from the gun on third down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. First down, Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second down, Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Winston now to throw on first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Jameis again. He sets to fire deep. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Jameis to throw it. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Let's climb 3. Let's climb 3. Tighten up. That's it.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Frank. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Wentz. That's caught out left by Perriman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Going for the deep ball. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. To throw, it's Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with it? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. A first down throw for Winston. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. On the catch, it's Crowder. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Winston. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Ready? Blue ready.
A toss play to Hunt. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
To throw is Winston. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Wentz now to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jameis on second down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That goes for a gain of 31. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Frank. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.